Okay, so I'm going to be showing you real quick how to take the starter off of your 2000 Nissan Frontier. It's located directly in the bottom right here. First, before anything, you want to disconnect your battery. Before you start working on anything, disconnect your battery, and then you can start working under there. Tools you're going to need are these. That's a 1/2 inch, preferably ratchet wrench, makes it a little easier, and a 9/16 socket on a swivel with an extension bar and a ratchet. So your starter is right here. It's the shiny one right here, the only clean thing under this truck. So first thing you do, you got a little nut up there, not the first one but the second one. That's a 1/2 inch. You're gonna take that off. I already have all the stuff loosened up, so I'm just gonna do it by hand real quick, but obviously you would use your tools. So right there you have your 1/2 inch nut that comes off. It's got a little lock washer on it. Okay, so that's off. Now there's another nut right there, but that one doesn't come off because that's the starter that just connects to itself. So it is loose, but obviously when you're doing it, it won't be loose. It's only loose for me because I already loosened up these bolts. So after you take that off, you go under to a little forward right here. The one I have is disconnected, but it's gonna look like this. All right, so it's gonna look like that. It's gonna be connected right there. It's a small cable like that, and you're just gonna press on it right here and unplug it, disconnect it. That's to go to the starter. Now that you've got that disconnected and you disconnected that nut right there, that's the second one that I believe goes to the battery, then you come back here. You got 2 bolts to take off. You got this one right here, the bottom one, and the other one is right there. It's a little hard to tell, but it's the only nut, the only bolt that's right there, and that's a 9/16 bolt. You're gonna need a swivel unless you know, don't have it, and you're gonna have to work with what you have. So after you take off this bolt and this top bolt, then your starter is ready to come down. It's not gonna fall on you, or at least it shouldn't, so don't worry about, you know, having to hold it as you're taking the bolts off. So now next step is to just pull it down from here. You're gonna try to find that sweet spot where it comes out. You gotta twist it, turn it, pop it, twist it, pull it, and then it'll eventually come out. It comes down back end first. Be careful with that wire. You don't want to pull it too hard because that wire is back there. So you can set it right there if you want. Don't let it do that. You can set it right there on that spot right there. Okay, this is not a good example. Okay, and then okay, so maybe something that could make things better is if you make sure this doesn't latch on or fall. It's okay, it's not broken. Anyways, don't do that. That's your starter, and then you can replace it. Okay, so since this is my new starter, I was just showing you how to take that one off. I'm gonna go ahead and just show you how to put it back on. This part isn't that bad. It's pretty much everything you just did, except for now it's backwards. Okay. So first thing, you want to just kind of shove it in there with this side, with the bolts, or they use this connection facing up. Okay. Okay, there we go. So once you got that, then you want to run this little wire across to the other side so you can connect it. This is the one that connects on the other side. You want to run it over and to the other side. Okay, it's right there. Okay, so now that you got it on this side, you don't have to worry about the starter falling out. Usually it kind of just sits there. So now that we got that, just run it behind that harness, kind of pull it forward. I would probably double check to make sure it's not caught up on anything. You don't want it to be pinched on anything. Okay, so it feels fine. Alright, so now that you got it on this side, you just go ahead and plug that one in. It plugs in like this side, just like that. Piece of cake. Okay, just want to make sure it's in place. You should have heard a small snap, just to make sure. Pull it, just to make sure it doesn't come off. Once you got that on, then you can go ahead and connect that electrical connection right there. And then you get your lock washer and nuts, which are right here. And then you put your lock washer first and kind of just push it in there, hold itself in place, and then you put the nut, which is a 1/2 inch. You kind of tighten it by hand, make it easier when trying to do it with the tool. Okay, so you can go ahead and tighten this with the 1/2 inch wrench or whatever tool you want to use, or you can go ahead and tighten the bolts that secure the starter and then come back to this, whichever is easier for you. So that's about it. I'm not going to show you me doing all that just because it's simple. It's basic. You just put that bolt right there and then the other bolt up there. Just be careful, just because up here there's a hole that's squared. You got like a square hole there. I think it's squared. Kind of hard to tell because it's dark, but it's got the squared one and then it's got the round one. Make sure you put it in the round one, or else you'll be twisting into nothing. So that's about it. You put those two 9/16 bolts back on. You tighten that 1/2 inch electrical connection, and that's it. You got your new starter connected. After that, you can come up, you can connect your battery, connect the terminals back, and then test it, make sure it works.